Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a controversial view. Now, today we're going to be talking about My Soul to Take. Now, what's funny about this one is this could have gone either way. This could have gone as a positive spin because people seem to hate it, or, as we're doing now, it's going to end up as a controversial view. Now, my history with this film, I saw it when it came out on to rent. I didn't see it in the theaters. I saw it when it came out to rent, and I ended up buying the DVD. And somehow I ended up finding this Blu-ray, which I don't know if it's hard to find or not, but I ended up finding it at a thrift store and upgraded it. The only thing is, I can't remember how I felt about it the first time I watched it. For some reason, I think I didn't like it as much as some of his other ones, but I just can't remember. But then again, that kind of doesn't work because why would I upgrade it if I really didn't like it? So, whatever. I'm going to do a little bit of a positive spin first because I think this is a truly underrated slasher. And to me, it is now one of my favorite Wes Craven movies. In reading reviews from people on IMDb and other sources, I think it's weird when, and this is one of the reasons why we create a positive spin, of course, but I think it's weird when people write it's hot garbage or it's a piece of crap or um, dumpster fire or something like that. But then they don't say why they didn't like it. Every single thing that I read was like, this is Wes Craven's worst movie. He's created some of the best movies. And then they went on to tell you what they created that he liked. But not exactly why they didn't like this movie. I don't get that. And it was the same for most of the reviews that I read, to make a long story short. I do like this film. I think the premise is incredibly creative. And I think that the movie does have an odd tone to it, which I like. Now, I understand if some people might think it's kind of jumps around too much because it moves very fast. The movie moves very fast. But for some reason, the tone, I really like the tone of the film. I like Max Thoreau. I think that's his name, Max Thoreau, when he is doing all the different personalities. The only character that I didn't particularly care for, and I can't remember her name, but Max Thoreau plays Bug, and she plays the girl that I didn't particularly care for, plays his sister. Just in that movie, I've seen her in other things, and she's decent. I don't know, her character just didn't appeal to me. But we're really not here to put a positive spin on it. Although I wanted to say some of the things that I like, as far as like the gore and the slasher. I love the way the character looks. If you've seen the movie, you know it's a little different. Um, but yeah, I like the way the character's supposed to look. I guess I should say it that way. I like that they're all born on the same birthday, and it's all these different personalities. It's supposed to represent multiple personalities, which I think is really cool. But like I said, we're not here to put a positive spin on this. We are here to do a controversial view. And some of the things I read about this film, and I do remember one of them actually happening, I was kind of surprised. And I know that it would never fly today with the things that have gone on. But one of the things, Rogue produced this film, and one of the things they did was they actually had a fake stabbing with some of the cast and Wes Craven there in a movie theater. Now, as you can imagine, the trouble that we've had with the mass shootings and all that kind of stuff, that wouldn't go over too well today. And I think it went on for a little while and it was, deemed a hoax. So that's a big controversy right there because, like I said, that would not go over too well today. Um, I know Wes Craven's no longer with us, but that probably would have gotten him canceled. So the other big controversy in this film for me is the fact that he had to reshoot over half the film. And the reason why he had to do that is because test audiences didn't like it. Now, I I'm not necessarily in disagreement with having test audiences. I think if you find people who are accustomed to the product, they can give you an honest opinion. If you put in a bunch of people who don't like horror movies, of course they're not going to like it. That doesn't make any sense to me. Um, but if you like put some Wes Craven fans in there and see what they think, it just I don't know. And if you're going to have testing and that kind of a market around a film, I really think I don't know. I think a director should be able to carry out his vision. If it doesn't land, it doesn't land. I know movie studios are pumping a lot of money into this, but they had to have given money off of an original idea anyway, something that they liked, something that they saw that they were in agreement with. So just let the director finish out his view. Now I'm curious on what the second half of My Soul to Take would have actually been. I do like what he shot, but it just makes me curious because I know Wes Craven um, was a great director. So it just makes me curious. I still like this film. Like I said, I like the premise. I like the slasher aspect of it. I like the slasher tool. It's a knife with vengeance printed on it, and I think that is so cool. The look of the knife is really cool. There is some blood and guts. Um, Overall, I think it's a good film. I don't really understand what the test audiences saw that made them want to change it, but I don't know. I don't really trust people and their opinions anymore a lot of the time. Tell me what you guys think. And don't forget to check out Joe's controversial view for My Soul to Take. Physical media matters. And until next time, peace.